Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to look at a tool that promises to do something pretty incredible. It takes one of the absolute hardest parts of AI development, getting your infrastructure ready, and just boils it all down to 3 simple commands. Seriously, let's dive in. For anyone who's ever built an AI model, there's this moment, this really frustrating moment that always seems to happen. You've done the hard part, right? The data science is good, the code is working, and then boom, you hit a brick wall. And that wall is always the infrastructure.
And this has a name. It's called the DevOps bottleneck. It's that massive, painful gap between having your model working perfectly on your laptop and actually getting it running on the big, powerful GPU clusters where it needs to be to do any real work.
I mean, this story plays out all the time in so many companies. All your project's momentum just screeches to a halt while you're waiting for the hardware to catch up. And it's not just a little annoyance, right? We're talking delayed projects, wasted money, and amazing innovation just sitting on a digital shelf, all because you're stuck trying to figure out cloud configs. But what if you could just get rid of that bottleneck entirely? Well, that's exactly where the AI Deployment Manager, or ADM for short, steps into the picture. So, at its heart, ADM is a command line tool made specifically for developers like you. Its whole reason for being is to let you deploy and manage all the GPU hardware you need without forcing you to become a full-blown DevOps expert just to get your job done. The folks who made it call it the Homebrew for AI infrastructure, and that is such a perfect analogy. I mean, if you've ever used Homebrew on a Mac, you get it instantly. It means taking something super complex and making it simple, powerful, and doable with just one command. That's the exact same vibe ADM is bringing to AI hardware. Okay, so how does it actually deliver on that Homebrew promise? Well, the real beauty of ADM is in its quick start, which, you guessed it, boils that whole messy deployment process down to just 3 core commands. So the whole journey kicks off with command number 1, aid init. You type this one line, and it handles all the initial setup for you. It creates a configuration file with smart defaults so you can get going right away. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? On the one hand, you've got a single clean command. And on the other, that's what it replaces. Manually writing YAML files, trying to securely set up your cloud credentials, messing with environment variables. All those tedious, easy-to-mess-up tasks are just gone, automated away. All right, with your config ready to go, it is time for the real magic. The second command, ADM deploy create. This is the one that actually goes out and spins up your entire GPU cluster. This is just a perfect example of the power of abstraction. This single command is doing the work that could take hours, maybe even days. It's replacing writing complicated infrastructure as code scripts, clicking through endless menus in the AWS or Google Cloud Console, and trying to figure out networking and security. ADM just handles all that complexity for you. Okay, you have your configuration, you have your cluster. Now, you just need to get your job running. And that brings us to the final command in our quick start. ADM schedule submit. This is what takes your AI workload and actually puts it onto your brand new infrastructure. And this last command, it simplifies that final super critical step. So instead of trying to manage some complex job queue or manually SSHing into a bunch of different machines to run your code, you just submit the job, the scheduler takes care of the rest. All the guesswork is just gone. But here's the thing, those 3 commands, they're really just the start. 8am is not some one-off script you run once and forget about. It's a complete toolkit designed to help you manage the entire lifecycle of your AI infrastructure. So yeah, beyond that first deployment, it gives you powerful workload scheduling, so you can queue up all your experiments. It has real-time monitoring, so you can see exactly what your GPUs are doing. It even has cost tracking to help you stay on budget. It's the whole shebang, really. And it's built to be super flexible. As you can see, it supports all the major cloud providers, AWS, GCP, Azure, and it works seamlessly with the frameworks you're probably already using, like PyTorch, TensorFlow, and JAX. So you are absolutely not locked into one way of doing things. So when you put this all together, what does it really mean? Well, it's about a fundamental shift in where you, as a developer, get to spend your time and your creative energy. Look, the whole point here is to get you out of the business of managing infrastructure boilerplate. A tool like ADM frees you up to focus on what you actually care about, building, training, and improving your AI models. It just removes the friction so you can innovate way faster. And really, that leaves us with one last Pretty exciting question. When the barriers to getting powerful infrastructure are this low, when deployment is this simple, what kind of new possibilities does that open up? What will you go out and build? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.